My name is Ameya Katrekar. I've been working as an in-house counsel for the last 12 years plus. I have worked in organizations such as Accenture, ClearTrip, a couple of IT companies as well. I had a short stint with Deloitte, and currently I'm working as manager legal with ITES company, which is in the healthcare space called Inventions Knowledge Solutions Private Limited, popularly known these days within the fraternity as IKS Health. I've been working here for the past 3.5 years now. My profile includes contracts drafting, contracts management, IPR management, litigation, if at all there is litigation licensing with law firms. Primarily, the types of contracts that I indulge in or I work upon include technology contracts, cross-border contracts with clients. 100% of our clients are based out of the United States. So there is a lot of interaction which happens with US law firms, US in-house legal teams, and our clients include basically entities which are in the healthcare space, including hospitals, health systems, health clinics, also healthcare technology related firms. And yeah, that's about me. That's what I do. I have been in the legal field for quite a long time. It's been a decade. I passed out my law way back in 2007. I did my company secretary as well, but that's been not a practice area for me. In-house lawyer, according to me, has much wider scope, and it's quite distinct from the corporate secretarial work that people do. So they are two distinct fields. So my company secretary as a qualification did not really help me. So in a way, I've been detached from legal studies for quite a while. Yes, I've attended the odd webinars and the certifications here and there, but it's not been very streamlined or academic in any sense. And as a lawyer, any lawyer, whether he is practicing or whether he's in-house or he is working for a law firm, the one thing that we all need to do, and we all do, is to constantly update ourselves. Otherwise, probably we will lose out in this area. So studying, or for that matter, researching is an integral part of our lives, which is something that we have to accept. I was somebody who hated reading, but if I don't develop the habit of reading, then probably as a lawyer, I'll not do justice to myself in my career. This thought process has been or was there for a very long time that I wanted to go back to studies, not of course in a full-time sense, because we are now in the middle level of our respective careers or my career. So something which can be done in tandem with your regular duties is what's going on in my mind for a long time. And over in this year, we've obviously going through this pandemic where there is a little bit of time for ourselves. We've cut down on travel time. So I said I should use this time to study something very in a structured manner. And I've been following LawSikho for the past few years, and I have observed their growth for the past few years. And from a distance, I had never been a part of LawSikho until the pandemic, and I decided I need to be a part of this. I decided whether I have to do an in-house business lawyer course at LawSikho or a contract drafting one, which would have probably directly helped me as a in-house counsel with IKS. But the reason I opted for the writing course is writing is something that I have not really experimented with. And when it comes to writing, it's different from drafting a contract. Drafting a contract, there is a separate course at LawSikho. But I've never really written articles or case analysis. Maybe from an academic perspective in my LLB course, yes, but never really been a part of a employee handbook, for example, We've just vetted a few, made some drafting changes, but to do it from scratch required some training for me. And I got an opportunity as recent as August, and I got a great mentor in Vanita. Vanita was extremely helpful. She's got good experience in writing, so I thought of opting for the LawSikho. First of all, we got together over technology. So we got into the association of like-minded people. So when I saw some of my colleagues, Dylan, for example, writing, or when I saw some of the others also interested in writing, I got encouraged. And of course, Vanita, all of us were kind of mentoring each other. I got encouraged that if my colleagues can do such a great job, I can also do that. So that's the part of association of fellow-minded people is very important. Initially, we were given some pro formas, if you would say, or a demonstration as to how is to be written. We were constantly made to go through exercises, and it was not just one exercise that you get sometime. Maybe your experience in college, or my experience certainly was that we were given exercises, but the follow-up aspect was missing. But Vanita was kind of pinging me on WhatsApp. She also went on a one-on-one call with me. So many a times I felt I should do it for her rather than doing it for myself. So that way I kind of revived the practice. I won't say art because I have not mastered that art of writing, but the practice of writing. I told Vanita that I come from a 2007 law school, so I used to write everything. Then today we have to type. Somehow my writing skills enhance when I use the pen and paper instead of typing it out. But if I have to fast paces, we have to start learning typing it out as well. So initially she was okay me writing with my hand, but then she insisted that I should type it out, and the thoughts started flowing. Then it's not that you have to have a pen and paper. It can a keyboard can be your pen and paper as well. So these kind of finer points, finer tips were important, which Venita helped us, most of us, all of us rather, while we were doing our course. That was something was missing because I thought that I had this demerit or disadvantage that I cannot write articles or maybe commentary uh, because unless I have a pen and paper, but that's not true. You can develop that particular art, and Venita did help me a lot in that. I like to add the contribution of Vanita because it was not just that she attended the sessions for us. Every professor, every trainer does that. But beyond that, she took one-on-one sessions with all of us, understanding that she probably would not be able to give that attention to each individually in a session where there are multiple audience. Then she conducted one-on-one sessions which had more inputs, and she could actually understand our lacunas, our hindrances in a much better manner, and she guided there as well. And it was not just a one-time affair, a formality kind of a thing. Certainly not. It was not just that you've paid so much, you get so much. It was beyond that. And I thought when you do a investment return analysis, like a risk return analysis that we do in office, the returns have been much more than the investments that I made at least. So that credit goes to Vanita.